Right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Sanvi. So, hope you have done the paper and none of you sent me. කවුරුත් එව්වේ නැහැ වගේ මට මතක. So, when I am discussing, right, try to understand. Yeah, Sandalu sent, right? So, everyone. Sandalu ඇවිල්ලානේ. මම හිතුවේ මේ Sandalu නැහැ කියලා. Right? ඔව් දැක්කේ. මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා විදුෂගෙනුත් ඇහුවා, right? Sandalu ඉන්නවා කියලා. Right? Okay. So, however, right? So great. If you do the paper, right? If you do the paper, that is very good, right? Because you know what are the points that you don't know, right? What are the points that you need to concentrate more? ඔයාලා වැඩිපුරම concentrate කරන්න ඕන points ටික ඔයාලා දන්නවා if you do the paper, right? So in yesterday I sent you a correction in that paper, right? Okay. So let's begin. It's almost 9 minutes, right? Past, so it's my fault. And okay, let's go to the part one. So it's something like this: 12 to blank. So it's a it's a ratio, right? So 36 into 50, right? 36 into 50. So first one, 12 to blank equals 36 to 50. Right? So how do you do this? So here you have 12, here you have 36. By looking at this, how do you obtain 12? By using the 36. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So you have to divide 15 by 3 also if you want to obtain the answer for this one. 15 divided by 3. So your answer should be 5. Right? If you have the correct answer, you will get 2 marks. Right? Right? So 2 marks to this one. 2 marks will be allocated, right? Okay. So next one. So we have done these kind of things previously. Second question. If 22 times 43 equals 1204, you need to find the value of 0.028 multiplied by 43. So you have to relate them. So you have to find the relationship between them, right? So 0.2. What we have to multiply? 0.028 multiplied by 43, right? Yes, 43. So how do you do this? You can write 0.028 in a different way. How? 28 divided by 1000, right? Because here you have 1, 2, 3, 3 decimal places. That means 3 zeros should be there. 3 zeros should be there, 1000. If you want to obtain 0.028, you have to divide 28 by 1000. 28 divided by 1000, 0.028 multiplied by 43. Now the answer for 28 times 43 has been given, right? 28 times 43 has been given. What is the answer for this? It is 1240. 1204. 1204 in the numerator and the denominator 1000. So you have to divide 1204 by 1000. So 1.204. So you have to jump it 1204. Decimal point is at the end 1, 2, 3. Right? If you have this answer, you will get 2. Right? Then let's move to the next. Simplify 4 upon 9. I am moving a little bit fast, so I need to discuss the full paper. So third one, 4 upon 9. So you have to simplify this one. Multiply by, and there is a mixed number 2 and 1 upon 4. If you see a mixed number, what you have to do before simplifying this one, you have to convert it into an improper fraction. 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. Very easy. right? So you know how to simplify this one. Then so 4 times 1, 4 times 1, 9 times 1, 9 times 1, 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 1, 1. So the answer will be 1. So your final answer is 1 for the third. If you have this answer, you will get 2 marks, right? Each and every short question in the part 1 will get 2 marks if you have the correct answer, right? So uh, third one and let's see. Fourth one, find the value of a naught. So there is a triangle, right? It is something like this. So what is the answer for the summation of interior angles of a triangle? Right? If you add the interior angles, if you add the interior angles of a triangle, right? All should be equal to, the summation should be equal to 316. Eh? So I will begin from here. A plus 2a plus 3a equals 180 degrees. So you need to find the value of a. So these are like terms like a plus 2a, 3a, 3a plus 3, 6a. 6a equals 180 degrees. So if you want to find the value of a, you need to divide both sides by 6. 6 times 1, 6 times 1. A equals 30 degrees. Right? So if you have this one, you will get 2 marks, right? Right, okay. You have then fifth one. So this is the fourth one. So fifth one, you have to solve n upon 4, n divided by 4 minus 1 equals 3. So this is an equation. So you need to find the value of n. You need to find the value of n. So how do you find? So first of all, you need to remove or you need to eliminate this minus 1. If you have minus 1, what is the opposite thing? You have to add 1. So for add 1 for both sides. Right? So cancel out, 0. N divided by 4 equals 4. So you have to multiply both sides by 4 before, because you need to remove n divided by 4. Right? 4 times 1, 4 times 1. Right? N equals 16. So your answer for n is 60. Right? Right. Sixth one. Sixth one. Right? 6 and 3, 33 upon 40. Right? 6 and 33 upon 40 as a decimal number. So how do you do? So you know how to write this thing? We did this, right? We did lot of examples on this, right? In the class. 6 plus 33 upon 40. This is the way that you are going to do it. 6 plus 33 upon 40. So you need to check whether you are going to convert this 40 into 10 or 100 or 1000. Right? So 40 cannot be converted into 10 by multiplying, right? And 40 cannot be converted into 100 dash because 2 times 48, 80, 3 times 40, 120. So you can do. So you definitely need to convert this 40 into 1000, right? So 1000 divided by 40. You have to watch the lesson again. Nah? I have sent the link there. So 100, there are two 40s, 80, and the remaining thing is 200, right? 40 times 5. 40 multiplied by 25. 33 multiplied by 25. Right? So this will get you the decimal point of this name. Right? So equal mark, I will take my equal mark somewhere around here because I have written down 6 plus 33 into 25. Right? 3 times 5, 3 times 50, 2, 7, then 75. 5, 2, 1, 825. In the numerator, 825. In the denominator, 1000. So this can be written down as 6 plus. There are 3 zeros. You are going to divide 825 by 1000. Right? So you allocate 3 points. Right? 825. Right? I put 0 here. Then you have to divide it 1, 2, 3. 0.85. Then you have to add these two numbers together. Right? Here you have 0 point, so it should be 6 point. Right? So this is the answer for the sixth one. Right. So in the seventh one, there is a mistake. Find the value. In the value, find the value. Right? It's a mistake. Right? So I have missed F. Right? When I'm typing, right, there might be few mistakes. Right? Sorry guys. Find the value of 62.32 into 3.48. So very easy. Right? But easy. Very easy. Very lazy. So how do you do? 62.3. 7th Sunday. Yes. 32 into 3.48. So if you have two decimal numbers, right, with these kind of decimal points, right, what you have to do, you can remember, right? I have taught it you in the class. Right? Forget the decimal places and just multiply the two numbers together and then allocate the total number of decimal points. Right? Here you have to okay. First of all, forget the decimal places. So you will have 6,232 multiplied by 348. Right? 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3, 24, 25. Then remainder is 2. 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 2, 18. 1, 8 times 6, 48, 49. 49,856. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 3, 12. Remainder is 1. 4 times 2, 8. 9. Then 4 times 6, 24. Right? 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 6, 18. So you have to add them. 6, 8 plus 5, 13. 1, 2, 16, 17. 9, 3 times 9, 27, 28. Then 4, 8, 10, 16, 10, 11. Right. So this is my answer. So I have to allocate, here you have two decimal places, here you have two decimal places, then all together I have to allocate 4 decimal places from the 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So your answer should be for this one 216.876. So I have done a lot of examples in the class. So you have to, if you cannot remember, you have to watch the video, right? Or refer the note. Right, 7. Right, okay. If I did any mistake, so you can tell me, yeah. Right. So again, 8. Order of rotational symmetry of a regular octagon. Order of rotational symmetry of a regular octagon is fill in the blanks. You have to write 8, right? So order of rotational symmetry of a regular octagon is 8. So because there are 8 points of the regular octagon, right? Each side is very symmetrical and each side is length of the each side is equal, and if you rotate by using 8 vertices, you will get same same octagon, right? It will be very symmetrical around the vertices, right? So there are 8 vertices, and that means the order of the rotational symmetry of a regular octagon is 8, right? So fill in the blanks 8. The answer should be 8 for the 8th. So find the value of yes. We didn't do that, Methuli. So it is in the first one. So first one means first lesson. So first term lessons. Right. So I am covering the first lesson as well when I am discussing. I am giving you like just simple knowledge about the first term lessons as well, right? So ninth one, right? Ninth one. Find the value of 2 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 2. So how do you simplify this? 2 to the power 2. So you know already. You can expand this if you want. 2 times 2, 5 times 5, 3 times 3. Right? So this is it. 2 to the power 2, 2 times 2, 5 to the power 2, 5 times 5, 3 to the power 2, 3 times 3. So 2 times 2, 4, multiply 5 times 5, 25, 3 times 3, 9. So 4 times 25, 100 times 9, 900. Right? Very easy. Right? Right. Find the value of square root of 900. 10. Square root of 900. How do we find? Right? At once you are right. Right? If you know this way, square root of 900 can be written as 30 into 30. Right? 3 times 3, 900. Right? 30 into 30, 900. So square root of this equals to 30. Right? Or you can write this as like this. 9 times 100. Yeah. So these are different ways. Or you can use this way as well. 9 can be written as 3 to the power 2. 10 can be written as 3 to the power 2. So if you get the square root of this, so you can write 3 to the power 2 square root 3 multiply by 10 to the power square root 10 to the power 2 square root 10. Again 30. The answer will be 30. Or you can this one. You can use this one as well. Right? For this. There are 3 ways. However, you need to obtain the answer 30. Square root of this one. 2 to the power 2, 5 to the power 2, 3 to the power 2. Right? 2 to the power 2 square root 2, 5 to the power square root 5, 3 to the power 2 square root 3. So you will be getting 30. 2 times 5 times 3, 30. Right? So that is it. Right. Then 10th one is okay. Right. How many 2.5, 2.4 meter length pieces can be cut using 72 meter pipe? Using 72 meter pipe. So you have to divide.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, I know.
I have sent you a message. Can you check?
All right. You cannot use this name or the silent. So you have to follow the way that I have sent you, right? I have not you, right? So you cannot use that, right? Okay. So how many 2.5 meter length pieces can be cut using a 72 meter pipe, right? 72 meter pipe. So you have to divide 72, right, by 2. Sorry, 72 by 2.4. So you have to divide, right? So you can write this in a different way if you want, right? So we have done this way. 72 divided by 2.4. So here denominator is 2.4. It's a decimal number, right? It's a decimal number, right? So you can convert that to 2.4 into a whole number, right? How do you convert? Because this there is a one decimal point 4. One decimal point now you need to multiply it by, right, 10. That means 10. 2.4. Right? If you want to remove your decimal points, you can multiply both numerator and the denominator by 10. Right? In the numerator, you will get 720. Then the denominator 24. So you can use long division. Right? 720 divided by 24. Right? 24 times 3. It will give you 72. Right? 0. And here you have 0. And for 0, there are 24. So final answer will be 30. Right? There can be 30 pieces. Right? 2.4 length of 30 pieces. Right. Sure. So 12th one. 12th one. The ratio among the heights of Saman, Suresh and Kasim. We did this one day in the ratio lesson, right? So Saman, Suresh and Kasim, right? So I will take Saman, Suresh and Kasim, right? And the ratios are 5 to 4 to 6. Well, respectively. If the height of Suresh is 96 centimeters, find the height of Kasim. Suresh height is 96. You need to find the height of Kasim, right? So how do you find? Very easy, right? So how do you find? Very easy, right? 4 parts of Suresh equal to 96. 4 parts of Suresh equal to 96. So if you want to find the height of Kasim, right, you have to divide 96 by 4 and multiply by 6, right? So height of Kasim can be written as, right, the height of Suresh 96, and how many parts Suresh have? 4 parts, right? And this will get you 1 part of, right, 8 of the 1 part of Suresh, right? One part of Suresh. Now, how many parts do Kasims have? Right? How many parts does Kasims have? 6 parts. So you have to multiply it by 6. Then simplify. 2 times 3, 2 times, sorry, 2 times 2, 2 times 3. 96 by divide by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 4 and 8. 48. 48 times 3. 3 times 8, 24. Remaining is 2. 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus 2, 104. So this is the height of Kasi. 144 centimeters. Right? Then fill in the blanks. 12,480 kilograms. It is the 30th, sorry, this is the 12th one. This is the 13th one. 1200, oh, sorry, 12,480 kilograms. Right. So this one. So 1000 kilograms equal to 1 ton. Right? So you need to convert this into ton. So you need to divide this into divide this by 12,480 kilograms needs to be divided by 1000 in order to convert it into ton. Right? So what would be the answer? Right? So you have to allocate 3 decimal points because you are dividing it by 1000. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Right? So the answer will be 12.48 ton. For the 13th one. Right. Right. Okay. So there is one thing. In the 14th one, you have to find the factors. You have to find the factors. Right. Right, guys. When I am discussing, right, try to understand the or try to memorize the things. මේ කියලා දෙන ටික මේ memorize කරන්න try කරන්න, right? Right? Don't try to write. මේක දිහා බලනවා ලියනවා. Don't do that. Right? If you have done the paper, you can check the steps that you have done. Then I will upload the recording, right? Then I will upload the recording so that you can refer the recording one by one, right? Now what you have to do is, if you have done the paper, that is great, right? If you have done the paper, that is very nice, right? And great. Then you know where should I more focus on this, right? Decimal places more balance. You know, yes, ratio lesson I should watch again. I should study, right? In this, when I am discussing, try to understand what I am doing and try to memorize the steps that I am in a certain question you have to do. You can question run on certain steps, right? You need to remember. Then make it right? So you will miss everything, right? Okay, now let's move to the 14th one. Right. Okay. 14th one, it is something like this. සඳලොයි මේ නිගෝෂයි දාන්න පූසෝ දෙන්නේ. හරි? ඇවර්ටයිස්. මම මේකයි බැලුවේ. 6 a to the power 2 15 a times b plus 18 a b c. Right? So you have to factorize this. Right? So you need to find the common terms, whether it can be numbers or the terms, right? A, B, or let's say here you have 6, 15 and 18, right? So 6, 15 and 18 can be divided, right? As a common number, you can use 3, right? 6 can be divided by 3, 15 can be divided by 3, 18 can be divided by 3, right? you cannot use 2, right, as the common number, because 15 cannot be divided by 2, or you cannot use 6 as the common number, because 15 cannot be divided by 6, right, without a remainder, right? So okay, let's find. So here you have A, and here you have AB, here you have ABC. So you can see for these three terms, A is a common term. One A is a common term, and 6, 15, and 18. 1, 2, right? So yes, 2 is also cannot be may not 2, but 3, right? Right? Guys, give me 10 seconds. So 3 is the common number for all of this. A is the common term. Then you have to take this out. From 6 divided by 3 to a to the power 2, and you are taking 1a out, and remaining term is a minus 15 divided by 3 is 5. AB, you have AB and you are taking a out. The remaining term is b, 5b. Then positive 18 divided by 3, 6. 3 times 6, 60, 18. A, here you have ABC, you are taking a out. The remaining terms are ABC. So this is your factors. If you have this answer, you will get 2. Try to understand what I am doing. I don't try to write. Right? You will miss. Right? So that I will upload the video. Right? 15th one. 15th one say something like this. This is a right angle which is 90 degrees, right? And the magnitude of this one 165. And this one. And you have to find the value of y. This is very easy, right? If you, I will draw this one in a separate, and when we are adding dashed line, so this is the dashed line. This is the dashed line, right? So when you consider this straight line and this straight line, can you find vertically opposite angles? Right? So this is basically 90 degrees. Right? What is the vertically opposite angle for 165? It is this way, y plus 90. Right? Y plus 90, this whole angle. Right? This angle, right? Vertically opposite angle for this angle is this. So 165 degrees should be equal to y plus 90. Okay? So what is to be found? Y. Right? Okay. So we can write y plus 90 degrees equal to 165 degrees. Why is that? Vertically opposite angles. Right? The shortest way that you need to write angles is this. Angles. So you can find y plus 90. If you want to remove plus 90, you can subtract 90 from both sides. Cancel out, y equals 5, 70. Y will be 75 degrees. Okay. Next one, 16th one. You have to find the highest common factor. Right? So in this case, you need to identify how am I going to find the common factor? What are the basic steps that I want to do? Right? So first term is 4x squared y. Right? 4x squared y. Then the Then next one is 12xy. Next one is 8xy square. So these are the things, right? So when you are finding the common factor, you need to expand this, right, by using the prime numbers, right? Prime factors. 4 can be written as 2 times 2. X can be expanded x times x, right? Then here you have y. Okay. So here you have 12. Eh? So 12, how can you write 12 by using the prime factors? You have to start dividing from 2. 2 times 6, 2 times 3. So from here to here, eh? 2 times 2 times 3, right? 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 3, 12 times x times y, right? So same way you have to apply 8, right? So how do you write 8 using prime factors? 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 2, right? So here we are, right? 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8 times x multiplied by x multiplied by y to the power 2. Y multiplied by y, right? Right. So we have to choose the common numbers name here. These three, and again here these three, and again here you have. Do you have any threes? No. Here you have, yes. Yeah. No any other numbers. So here you have x. Can this be no any other x for this? And here you have y and common y. Right. Okay. So highest common factor or HCF can be written as, here you have 2, here you have 2, here you have x, here you have y. 2 times 2, 4 xy. So this will be your highest common factor, right? Now you need to try to understand. This is the way that I need to follow if I am finding the highest common factor, HCF, right? Okay. Right. So 17th one, right? 17th one. So I will do this here. 17th one. 17th one. So you know Euler's formula, right? Euler's formula. Okay. Number of edges and faces a solid are given, right? 10 and 6. Faces 10, edges 6 respectively. Find the number of vertices, right? So what is the Euler's formula? Right? So you know faces plus vertices equals edges plus 2. FV equals E2. F plus V equals E2. Right? How many number of bases are there? Number of edges and base. Number of edges we have. So E equals 10. Faces 6. F equals 6. So you have to find V. Eh? No, let's substitute. V. Right? F 6 plus V equals 10 plus 2. 6 plus V equals 12. Right? 6 plus V equals 12. Then you can remove 6. V minus 6 equals 12 minus 6. Cancel out, cancel out. V equals 6. So there are 6 vertices. Right? Right, 18th one. Find the value, right? Eighteenth one, you need to find the value, right? So find the value of this minus 36 divided by minus 6 multiplied by minus 2. So this is Sydney. So how do you do this? So first of all, I will simplify minus divide by minus. Minus divide by minus. What would be the final sign? Positive.
Plus.
Yes. Plus. Right. And I am going to now simplify numbers 36 and 6. 6 times 1, 6 times 6. Okay. Here you have minus 2. Don't forget that. 2 times 1, 2 times 3. Right. Now here you have minus 1. Here you have minus sign. These two have been gone. Right. Now this is positive 3. Right. Positive divide by minus. Minus 3 divided by 1. 3. So your final answer will be minus 3. Okay. Right. 19th one. So you know the exterior angle of a quadrilateral, right? There is a quadrilateral, and there are, if you produce the legs of the quadrilateral, there we can find exterior angles of the quadrilateral. So if you add the angles of at the exterior angles of the quadrilateral, it will give you as a summation equals to 360. So you need to remember those values, right? Right. Just now you need to remember that. Exterior angles of a quadrilateral equals to 360. Done. Right. So if you have something like this, right? So this is in your paper. Right. This angle is 110. This is what you are going to find x. This angle is 105. This angle is 85. Right. So I can write x plus 105 plus 85 plus 110 equals 360. Right. So summation of the exterior angles of a quadrilateral equals to 360 degrees, right? This is degrees, right? So x plus. So if you add these together, what will you get? 5 plus 5, 10. 1 plus 2, 10. Right? 0 and again 1. 1 plus 1 and 2. 300 equals 360 degrees, right? So x plus 300 minus 300. 360 minus 300. Cancel out, cancel out. X equals 60 degrees. So this is the answer for x. X equals 60 degrees, right? Okay. So this is the answer for the 19th. Eh? Yes. Right. 20th one. General term of a number pattern is 2n minus 1. General term of a number pattern is 2n minus 1. Right? Find the 125th term of that number pattern. How do you find? Right? 125th term. So n should be equal to 125. So substitute in here. Right? Instead of n, you have to substitute 125 minus 1. This is very easy. 125th term. N should be equal to 125. So multiply it. 2 times 125, 250 minus 1 will give you 249. So your answer will be 249. Okay. Now I have a general term and I have the term, right? N term 125. So substitute it in N. So that is how we are going to get the answer for this kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, that is good, right? So okay, so let's move to part 2. Again, we have something similar to that, right? Something similar to that, right? Very basically. So let's do that. I'll clear the book. Right. Guys, give me 5 seconds. I will drink some water. Right, let's do. General term of a number pattern which is written in ascending order is 2n. So this have to be corrected. This have to be corrected. Right? So I have done the correction in the group, right? I sent the correction to the group, right? This should be n times n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is the general term. General term can be written as Tn. Tn equals n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Right? So that this is how we are going to write down general term. Right? Okay. First term. Write the first term of this number pair. How do you write the first term? 1. N equals 1. When n equals 1, you will get the first term of the number pair. Instead of n, you have to substitute 1. 1 times 1 plus 1 divided by 2. Right? 1 times this one, so 1 plus 1, 2. 2 divided by 2. So the T1 will be 2 divided by 2, 1. This will be the answer for the first one. Right? Write the 9th and the 10th term. Right? So you have to substitute n equals 9 and n equals 10 respective. So let's find n equals 9. Right? N equals 9. So T9 can be found as 9 times n plus 1. 9 plus 1 divided by 2. Right? So how do you simplify this? 9 times 9 plus 1, 10. Divide by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 5. 9 times 5, 45. Well, right, okay. So, 10th term, n equals 10. So, you have to substitute n equals 10. T10. Here, n10, n plus 1. 10 plus 1. Divide by 2. Right? So, here 10 times 11 divided by 2. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 5. So you will get 55. 5 times 11, 55. So this is the T10. Okay, that is how we are going to find out. Right? Okay. So let's move to the third one. If 20 times 21 equals 380. So you have to use that part in order to answer the question number 3. Right? What we have here? 90 times 20 equals 380. Right? So if this happens, right, they are asking find which term is 190. of this number pair. 190 of this number pair. So how do you do this? You need to obtain 190 as the term, right? And you need to find the which term is that, right? So you need to find which term is that as well, right? So okay, by looking at this, right, how do you make 190 by using this one? Here you have 380, right? This is similar to this part, right? 90 times 20 because n plus 1, 90, 19, 19 plus 1, 20. N plus 1, n plus 1, 19, 19 plus 20, right? Equals to something, general term, right? T. But division 2 is, divide by 2 is missing there. So, let's divide both sides by 2, right? 19 divided by 19 times 2, 20 divided by 2 equals 380 divided by 2. 190. This is 190. So what is asking? Find the which term. Find which term is 190 of this number. Okay. So now this is similar to this name. N plus 1 divided by 2. Right. So we can write 90. 20 can be written as 90 plus 1. Divided by 2 equals 190. So very easy. N plus 1. So n should be equal to 90. So this is the 90th term. Right? 190 is the, so you can write that 190 is 19th term of this number band. I am not going to write all the names, right? 190 is 19th term of the number band, right? So let's move to the next one, fourth one. It is similar to that. It is similar to that. If 20 and 21, right? If 20 times 21 equals 420. 420. Again, they are asking find which term is 210 of this number band. So you have to do the similar way. So 420. I will divide both sides by 2. So let's see what we'll have. What we have 20. Here 210. 210. So we have to find that which term is that. So this is 20, 21. So it is something like this. 20 times 20 plus 1. Divide by 2. This is equal to this. Equal to 210. So we can say n equals 20. So finally we can write 210 is 20th term of this number band. 20th term of this number band. Right? So this is the fourth one, no? Right. So we have to show in the fifth question, right? In the fifth question, what we have to do is, right? So let's see. In the fifth question, show that the sum of the 19th and 20th term. So let's do that sum of the 19th and 20th term, right? So 19th term is 190, 20th term is 210. So we have to get the sum of that 19th term plus 20th term. So let's take, so this should be like 400. Yes, 400, right? Show that the sum of the 19th and 20th term of this number pattern is equal to 20th term of the square number pattern. Square number pattern. What is the square number pattern? How do we obtain? Right? So, for an example, I will explain you. Right? So, square number pattern. 1 times 1, right? Equals 1. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 4, 16. Right? Blah, 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 blah. 10 times 10, 100. So this is the square number pattern. This is how we are going to obtain first term 1 times 1, second term 2 times 2, third term 3 times 3, fourth term 4 times 4, 10th term 10 times 10. How do you obtain the 20th term of the square number pattern? 20th term, blah blah blah, 20 times 20. It will give you 400, right? Right. So 20th term of square number pattern, square number pattern equals to, right? How do you obtain? First term 1 times 1, second term 2 times 2, 10th term 10 times 10, 20th term 20 times 20, right? 20th term 20 times 20. It will give you 400, right? Number pattern which is in ascending order starting from 1. So this is your square number pattern, right? So you can write 1, 4, 9, 16, comma, and 20th term will be 400. Right? This is in ascending order. So this is the 20th term, which is equal to 400. So you have to show that this is your answer. So 20th term of square number pattern is 20 times 20, which is 400. So if you do this one, it is enough. Huh? It is correct. Right, let's move to the second question. Right, second question, I will draw the figure. මේක මේක ලොකු පිටුරක් නෝනේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ලේසියි ඈ. පොඩි දේවල් ටිකක් අහන්න පොඩි චූටි චූටි ඒවා ටික. Very easy question. Nothing to do, right? Read this. Nothing to do. It is right. Very easy. This is 58. This is 38. And this is 52. And this is 42. And again, this is 48. And this one is 32, right? So, very easy. Let's provide the answers, right? So, what is in the AB and CD? AB and CD are straight lines are intersect at the x point x, right? Perpendicularly, right? So, each and every angle will be 90 degrees, right? So this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees, and this is 90 degrees. So perpendicularly intersect, right? Perpendicularly intersect, right? Each and every angle will be 90 degrees. So perpendicular and inside the bracket they have given with 90 degrees, right? So CP, AR, and BQ are straight lines. So you can see it in the picture. Write down two pairs of complementary angles. Complementary means summation should be equal to 90 degrees. So let's find complementary angles, right? So 38 and 52 are 90 degrees. So you can write XAD. So first one, you can write XAD. XAD angle and ADX angle. ADX angle. These two are complementary, right? Or you can write ACX, right? Or ACX angle, ACX angle, CAX angle, right? Comma, CAX angle. Complementary, right? Complementary means the summation should be equal to 90 degrees. Keep that in your mind. Take a note, right? Complementary now. If complementary, summation 90 degrees, right? Two angles should be equal to 90 degrees. Summation of the two angles 90 degrees, right? Okay, let's move to the next one. Second one. Write down two pairs of supplementary angles. Supplementary angle. Complementary na 90 degrees. Supplementary na, if supplementary, the summation should be equal to 180. So that is the pattern that we need to identify, right? Complementary 90 degrees, supplementary 180. So let's see. This angle is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees, right? This angle is 90 degrees. This angle is 90 degrees altogether, right? So what you can write? Right? ACX, sorry, AXC, right? Second one. AXC angle. AXC angle. Complementary, sorry, supplementary with AXD angle. AXD angle. Oh, you can write BXC angle, right? Because it is 90, yeah? 90 plus 90. Yes, 90 plus 90, 180. So supplement BXC angle, right? DXB angle. DXB angle. So you can write more, right? Or you can write AXD angle, right? AXD angle, AXD angle, PXD angle. Right, guys? Likewise, you can write. Right, okay. Third one, vertically opposite. Vertically opposite. There are a lot of vertically opposite types, right? So, I will write two pairs of them. Third one, vertically opposite. You can write AXD angle, right? One of these are correct. AXD angle. Vertically opposite ne? For this angle, the vertically opposite angle is this. CXB angle. CXB angle. Or you can write CXA angle. What is the opposite, vertically opposite angle for that? BXD angle. Right? BHD angle. Right? And you can find more. ADQ angle. For this angle, the vertical opposite angle is this. BDR angle. BDR angle. O. Right? Or you can write A, D, B angle. One of these are correct. ADB angle. QDR angle. Right? Right? Those angles are vertically opposites. Right? Two pairs of them you can get. Find the value of QDRN. Right. So we have to find the value of QDRN. Very easy. I will take this as P. right? So this is my P. So I have to find the value of P. QDR angle vertically opposite to ADB angle. So I can write what is the value of ADB angle? 52 plus 42 degrees. Done. Right? Very easy. Fourth one. QDR angle. So when you are writing the answer, right? ADB angle equal to ADB angle. Why? Why is that? Right? You know these are vertically. So you have to write the vertically opposite angles, right? Or you can write inverse angles, right? Vertically opposite angle. You have to write down the reason inside the brackets, right? Before you are giving the answer, right? So you have to write the reason. That is, this is why I am taking this, right? So QDR angle equals ADB. ADB. What is the magnitude of ADB? 52 plus 42. 52 plus 42. 52 plus 42. So equals 94 degrees. So 94 degrees. The magnitude of QDR is 94 degrees. Find the value of BDR. So next one, fifth one. Find the value of BDR. Okay. BDR. Right? Okay. Very easy. Right? You know the value of this net, P, right? So you know the value of QDR angle. QDR angle is 94. Now you know this 94 degrees. Right? This angle, QDR. So what can you say about B and Q? B and Q is a straight line, straight line. And this angle is supplementary to 94, supplementary for this one. Right? So if you add, I will say this is like, let's say Q. This is Q. Q plus 94 equals 180. So I can write Q plus 94. Oh, I can write similar like this. BDR angle. BDR angle plus 94 equals 180. Why? What is the reason? Angles on a straight line. Or you can say supplementary angles, right? Angles on a straight line. So you can write angles on a straight line. So what is the straight line? BQ. BQ. BQ is my straight line. Right? So this is the reason that why I am taking this. Right? BDR angle plus 94 equals 180. Right? Very easy. Right? So let's do BDR angle. This is plus 94 minus 94. Right? And here I have don't have enough space. This is BDR angle plus 94 minus 94 equals 180 minus 94. Cancel out, cancel out. Value of BDR angle equals 180 minus 94. 6. This is 17. 86 degrees. BDR angle is 86 degrees. What can you say about ADQ and BDR? What can you say about that? So we have told it previously, right? ADQ and BDR, they are vertically opposite angles. So final one, sixth one. ADQ angle and BDR angle are vertically opposite angles. So this is the reason. I make a local prashna by this, but in the body. Right, in the third question, right? So let's move to the third one now. So it is 10-5. Right. මම ඒකයි කිව්වේ ඔයගලන්ට පුතේ මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ ප්‍රශ්න පත්‍රේ කලින් කරන්න කියලා. Right? So that why I send it to you before 3 to 5 days ago, right? So that you have enough time to do it, right? So then you can identify where I am very I mean where I am very poor. What identify කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ වාගේ poor areas ටික. මේ talent නැති fluent නැති areas ටික. Then you can focus on them, right? Right, okay. So third one, right? Again I should be 25 times n to the power 2. So a lot of mistakes, right? Okay. However, 25 times n to the power 2, right? Right? 25 times n to the power 2. So first one, third question, first one, 25 times n to the power 2. So what they are asking, write down 25 n to the power 2 as a product of powers. So this is also already a power, n to the power 2. N to the power 2 is already a power, but 25 is not a power, eh? It's a normal number. 25 can be written as 5 times 5, eh? Times n to the power 2. 5 times 5 means you can write this as 5 to the power 2 by using the laws of indices and n to the power 2. So this is the product of powers. Product of powers. Indices lesson. Product of powers. Right? They write down 10xy to the power 2 as a power of product and simplify as a power of products. Right? So 10xy to the power 2. Right? So if you want, you can write this as like this, 5n to the power 2, because power 2 is common for both terms, 5 and n. The power 2 is common for both of them, 5n to the power 2, right? This is the power of products, right? Power of products, right? Power of product. So you have to, sorry, sir, product of powers, right? This is the product of power. Then you are going to move to the second one. This is the first one and second one. Second one, it says 10xy 10xy to the power 2. 10xy whole thing to the power 2. So please correct them in your paper. 10xy to the power 2 as a power of product and simplify. So you have to write this as a power of products. Right? So power of product. So then this meaning is this power 2, right? This power 2 is common for 10, is common for x, is common for y, right? So this power 2 is common for each and every term inside the bracket. So I can write 10 to the power 2 multiplied by x to the power 2, right? Multiplied by y to the power 2, right? 10 to the power 2 multiplied by x to the power 2 multiplied by y to the power 2. Right? This is so you can simplify. Right? 10 to the power 2, 100, 100 x to the power 2 and y to the power 2. And you have to simplify it at last. Right. Again, third one. Simplify 5a to the power 3 and 2a to the power 2a to the power 3. 5a to the power 3 multiply 2a to the power 3. Right? So 5a to the power 3. How do you expand? This power 3 is belong to 5 and is belong to a. That is the meaning of this bracket. Right? That is the meaning of this bracket. Right? So this is a product of powers, right? So basically, uh, so you have to expand this one, right? So previously we did it something like this, right? So power of products, and you need to expand, right? This power 3 belongs to 5. This power 3 belongs to A. This power 3 belongs to 2. This power 3 belongs to A. Right? So let's expand 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 to the power 3 multiply by A to the power 3. Right? Multiply 2 to the power 3 multiply A to the power 3 equal 1. Right? So let's take the numbers somewhere around the single place. 2 to the power 3 and A to the power 3 multiply A to the power 3. So now you can see some pattern. Right? If you use the laws of integers for this one, and you can expand this 5 to the power 3, 5 times 5 times 5. 5 needs to be multiplied 3 times. 2 to the power 2, 2 times 2 times 2. Right? And you have simplified it. A to the power 3, A to the power 3. Same base, and the power should be added near 3 plus 3. So 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, what is the answer? 125. Right? 5 times 5, 25. 25 times 5, 125. Times 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. Multiply by, here the base is A, 3 plus 3, 6. So 125 times 8. Right? It will give you 1000. Right? 1000 times A6. Right? 1000 times A to the power 6. So you write by removing the multiplication mark, 1000 A to the power 6. So this should be your final answer. Right? Okay. Right, let's do the fourth one. Show that 8 times 27 is equal to 63. Right? Sorry, not 63, yeah? 6 to the power 3. It should be equal to 6 to the power 3, right? So I will resend the paper, right? So let's do. So you have to show 8 times 27. 8 times 27. That is our fourth question. Right? 8 times 27 equal to 6 to the power 3. 6 to the power 3. Right? So I will take this. 8 times 27. So by using the prime numbers, right? How can you write 8? Right? You can write 8 something like this. 2 times 2 times 2. Right? So previously we done that. Right? 2 times 4. 2 times 2. 2, 2, 2. 2 times 2 times 2. Right? And same way you have to write down 27 as well. You have to use 3. 3 times 9. 3 times 3. So 3 times 3 times 3. So Charlie. Right. Yes. So this is it. So 2 times 2 times 2. So same base. Right? And there are 3 2s. Right? So you can add them together. 2 to the power 3. This can be written as 2 to the power 3. In the same way, this can be written as 3 to the power 3. Right? 3 to the power 3. So now you have to obtain 6 to the power 3. 6 to the power 3. So power 3 is there. Right? Power 3 is already here. Right? So I can write this 2 times 3 to the power 3. 2 times 3 to the power 3. Right? So 2 times 3 means 6. Right? So this is the way that you need to do that. Right. Right. Okay. So let's move the fifth one. Show that the value of minus 2 to the power 6. Right. Show that the value of minus 2 to the power 6 and 4 to the power 3 are equal to each other. So we have to simplify them separately, right? So as the fifth one, right, minus 2 to the power 6, and we have simplified again 4 to the power 3. So first we have done minus 2 to the power 6. So let's expand this. Minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 times we have to multiply minus 2 repeatedly 6 times, right? We have to repeat minus 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 because the power is 6, right? First of all, let's try to simplify the signs, right? Minus time minus, minus time minus, positive, positive time minus, minus, minus time again minus, positive, positive time minus, minus, minus time minus, positive, right? So your answer will be a positive answer. Then 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8, 8 times 2, 16, 16 times 2, 30, 32, 32 times 2, 64. So this is positive 64 is the answer, right? So now we are going to simplify 4 to the power 3, right? Because we need to show these two are equal. 4 to the power 3. You have to multiply 4 repeatedly 3 times. 4 times, 4 times, 4. This is how we are going to do that. 4 times 4, 60. 16 times 4, 64. So, as finally you can say minus 2 to the power 6 and 4 to the power 3 are equal. Right? This is the way that we are going to show. Right. So the sixth one, without taking the answer of minus 5 to the power 5 times minus 37 to the power 4, by giving reasons, state the answer is positive or negative. Right? You cannot do any simplification. Right? You cannot do any simplifications. Right? You cannot do any simplifications or anything. Right? You cannot do anything. Right? By giving the reasons, you have to show, or you have to state the answer is positive or negative. Whether the answer is positive or negative, you have to say. Right? Right. So let's see minus. So this is the thing, minus 5 to the power 5, ne? Minus to the power 5. So I have taught you this one, na? If you can remember, right? For the oldest guys, when we are doing when we begin the classes in April, right? I have told this one to you, how to find, right? In a short question, minus 37 to the power 3, right? Multiply minus 37 to the power 3 to the 4, 4 to the power 4. Right. So when it comes to here, right? If the power is odd, so this is the odd power. Power is odd, and here power is even number. Even number. So you have to decide whether the answer of this one is whether it is negative or positive. Very easy, yeah. So let's see. There is a pattern. There is a pattern. If you have odd power of a negative sign, odd power of a negative sign, right? Odd power of a negative sign, right? So the sign of the answer of this one will be negative, right? This one will be negative. Multiply. If you have a even number, even power, if you have an even power of negative, if you have a even power of a negative, the final answer will be positive. Right? The final answer will be positive. So how can you obtain the final answer's sign? Negative times positive. Negative times positive means negative. Right? Negative times positive means negative. So the final answer will be negative. So you can write, right? Sign of the, so right. So you can write, right? Actually, you need to give the reasons for that. Sign of the negative 5 to the power 5 is negative. Sign of the negative 37 to the power 4 is positive, right? Then finally, negative times positive, right? Negative. So let's say negative multiply by positive is negative. So the answer will be negative, right? So the final answer will be negative. So that is how you are going to write. Right. So that is how you are going to state your answer, right? You have to verify, yeah. Answer, final answer sign is negative. Right. Okay. Yeah. Where are we going to let's move to the question number 4. Question number 4 is very easy. Yeah? Right. Let's move to question number 4. So in this case, what you have to identify is, right, very easily you have to identify is, right, this is the thing, right? If you have a, right, you can have a short note, right, if you want. If you have a negative number, right, and power is odd, right, power is odd, the final sign will be negative, right? If you have a negative number and the power is even, the answer will be positive, right? Negative number, power is odd, the answer will be negative. Negative number, power is even, negative number, power is even, the answer will be positive, right? That's all. That is the thing that you need to keep that in your mind, right? Okay, let's move to the fourth. Right, let's move to the fourth one. It says this coaster is in front of a damaged bridge. The mass of a container is 7.2 tons, and there are 80 cement bags, each 50 kilogram in that container. The container is ready to cross the bridge. First one, show that this container can cross the bridge with suitable calculation. Right? You have to show that the container cannot pass through the bridge. So how do you do that? So read the banner. Do not enter vehicles which are greater than 10 tons. Which are greater than 10 tons. Right? So let's do this. So weight of the mass of the container. Right? So I can write mass of the container. Right? Mass of the container is 7.2 tons. Right? 7.2 tons. Right? So bridge. So let's convert this into kilograms then. So you can identify it easily. So as I previously explained, 1,000 kilograms. Sorry, 1 ton equals to 1,000 kilograms. Okay? 7.2 multiplied by 1,000 kilograms. So it will give you 7,200 kilograms altogether. Right? Okay. So let's find out the mass of 50 cement bags. Ne? So you have to find the weight of 50 cement bags. Ne? No, 80 cement bags with 50 kilogram each. 80 cement bags with uh, one each cement bag weight of 50 kilogram, and you have to multiply it by 80. 50 times 80. 50 times 80 will give you 4,000 kilogram. This 80 cement bags, right, weighs 4,000 kilogram. So total mass of the container plus total mass will be equal to mass of container plus 80 cement bags. L. So 7,200 kilograms plus 4,000 kilograms. So altogether you will be having 11,200 kilograms. So total mass of this container and the mass of 80 cement bags which are inside the container. So let's convert the 10 tons into kilograms, right? So maximum mass right, or maximum mass of bridge, right? So which is 10 tons. So we are going to convert it into kilogram. We have to multiply 10 tons by 1,000. So this is 10,000 kilograms. So now this is the maximum mass that we can bring on the bridge, 10,000 kilograms. Now, what is the total kilograms of the container plus 80 cement bags? It is 11,200. So definitely 11,200 kilograms is larger than 10,000 kilograms. If this container cross the bridge will be collapsed. Bridge right? So you can write down your answer, right? You can write down your answer, right? So you can say finally 10,000 kilograms is less than 11,200 kilograms. So container cannot pass the bridge, right? Container, therefore, you can write therefore container can't cross. Done. Right? Then second one, find the minimum number of cement bags which must remove from this container to cross the bridge. You need to find the minimum number of cement bags which must be removed from the container. That means the weight of the container should be equal to 10,000, right? Or equal somewhere around 10,000, right? We need to calculate how much of cement bags we need to remove in order to cross the bridge to that container. right? Laterally, that cement bags can be taken away, right? After crossing the bridge, right? So that is how we are going to do. So 10,000 kilograms, right, is less than 11,200. So how much of additional kilograms are there inside this, right? So we need to find that first. Right? So basically,
1.200 kilograms.
there's not 1.2, right? 1,200, right? So we have to calculate, yes, we have to calculate the thing is correct, right? Your thinking pattern is okay, right? So there are 1,200 additional kilograms inside the container, right? So let's calculate that first. So how do you calculate that? So we have to subtract, right? I will write extra mass inside the container. How to find the extra mass? There are 11,200 kilograms minus 10,000 kilograms, right? So I will be having 1,200 kilograms extra, right? So we know the mass of one cement bag. Mass of one cement bag is 50 kilograms. So we need to divide this 1,200 extra kilograms, right, by 50 in order to find the number of cement bags, right, that we need to remove, because 1,200 kilograms are related to the mass of cement bags, extra cement bags that we need to remove, right? Let's do that. Let's find number of cement bags need to remove. 1,200 kilograms divided by 50. So how do you simplify this? 1,200 divided by 50. So it will give you something like 0 to 0, 120 divided by 5. 24 cement bags. So you need to remove, right, 24 cement bags. Right? 24 cement bags. So 24 bags for cement bag. Got it. Cement bag. So this is your final answer. Right? You need to remove 24 cement bags in order to cross the bridge. Right, okay. So part B, perimeter of a rectangle is 16x plus 10 units, right? Yeah. Perimeter of a rectangle is 16x plus 10 units. If the breadth of the rectangle is 3x plus 2, right, 2 units, write down an algebraic expression for the length of the rectangle. So let's do that part B. Right? If you cannot understand these kind of questions, right? If you cannot understand these kind of questions, you need to draw. You need to draw a picture, right? You need to draw a picture. So the picture has been given. It is something like this, right? So the breadth is 3x plus 2, and you do not know the length, right? I will take it as length L, right? So the perimeter has been given. Perimeter equals 16x plus 10. Perimeter is 16x plus 10. So you know how to find the perimeter of a rectangle. We have discussed it previously. So perimeter can be written down as 2 times length plus breadth of a rectangle. So make a you have been taught in grade 6. This is grade 6. So we have to write down algebraic expression in order to find the length, right? So let's take length as L, right? Simple length. So whatever, right? So perimeter can be written down like this, right? So they have given the perimeter, which is 16x plus 10. 16x plus 10, right? Which is equal to 2 times length. We do not know. We are taking it as L plus breadth 3x plus 2, right? So we need to find the length. We need to isolate L. We need to isolate L from both sides, right? So we need to isolate L in one side. So how do we do this? Here we have 16x plus 10, and I am going to simplify the brackets. 2 times L, 2L, right? Plus 2 times 3, 6x, plus 2 times 2, 4. So my L is here now, right? So you need to take this 6x to this side, this 4 to this side, right? There, in order to isolate, or else I am changing the side of this, right? This is something like a balance. This is something like a balance, right? In this side I have weights, and this side I have, let's say, carrots, right? Carrot. I am changing the side. Weights goes to my this side, carrots comes to this side. Nothing happened, nothing happened, right? So I will change the two sides. So I will write this here, because I need to isolate L. 6x plus 4 equals 16x plus 10. Very easy. Now I have to take 6x to this side, 4 to this side. Next. Okay. So 12 plus 6x plus 4 minus 6x. Right? I am going to remove 6x plus first. Minus 6x. Cancel out, cancel. So I will take here. So I have now 12 plus 4 equals 16x minus 6x. 10x plus 10x. Sorry, plus 10. So I am going to remove positive 4. 12 plus 4 minus 4. Right? Cancel out, cancel out. Here you have 12 now. Equals 10x. Right? 10 minus 4. 6. Right? Now divide both sides by 2. Here you have 12. Divide this side by 2. And each and every term you need to divide by 2. Right? So cancel out. Sorry, 1, 2 times 1. L equals 2 times 1, 2 times 5, right? 5x plus 3. 2 times 1, 2 times 3. So the length is 5x plus 3, right? L equals 5x plus 3. So this is the algebraic expression for length. Right. Let's go to the fifth question now. Let's go to the fifth question. Right, what it said, a gold color thread is pasted around this rectangular wall, right? And find the length of that thread, right? Okay, so rectangular wall has been given, right? It is something like a rose flower, right? And length and the breadth has been given 22.2 centimeters, 15.3. So you have to find the length. That means you have to find the perimeter of that rectangular shape, right? So you can write the length of the thread equals 2 times 28.2 centimeters plus 15.3 centimeters, right? So 2 times, you know how to add the decimal numbers, like 28.2, 15.3, right? 5 decimal point 13, 43.4 multiply by 43.5 centimeter equals, so you have to multiply this. So you know how to multiply it. 43.5, right? So forget the decimal place and multiply it by 2. 2 times 5, 10. 1 is remaining 6, 7. 2 times 4, 8. So you have 870. So decimal place, 1 decimal point is here. So you have to allocate that one. 87. So the length of the thread is 87 centimeters. Right? So find the length of the thread which is needed to paste around 18 such whole length. So you have to multiply 87 by 80. Right? So the total length of threads. So I can write total length of threads need to cover 18 wall hangings. 18 wall hangings. Right? So 87 centimeters is needed for covering the one wall hanger. So we need to multiply this 87 centimeters by 80. Right? So you have to multiply that and take the answer for that. Right? Right? It will give you like 1556 centimeters. If you want, you can convert these centimeters into meters as well. How do you convert into meters? Centimeters into meters, you have to divide 1556 by 100. Right? So dividing by 100, allocate 2 points. 1, 2, 1, 2 decimal points. 15.56 meters. Right? 15.56 meters is needed to cover all 18 wall hangers. right? Okay, third one. If the price of 1 meter of thread is 20.5 cents, find out cost which is needed for 18 wall hangers. So we have to find the total cost of the length of the thread, right? Total cost of the thread. So how do we find the total cost of the thread? Total cost of thread, right? So they have given us 1 meter of the thread cost something like 20 rupees and 50 cents. Ne? Yes, 20 rupees and 50 cents. Right? They have given. Yes, 20 rupees and 1 meter is cost 20 rupees and 50 cents. Right? Now we have 15.56 meters. Ne? Right? 1 meter that much and total we have 15.56 meters. So we have to multiply 20 point. So I will take it to the below side now. Equal mark, right? So I can write it very clearly. 20.50 multiplied by 15.56. Right? So this is the thing. Right? So you know how to multiply decimal numbers, right? We have done it, right? This is forget the decimal places and do the multiplication and then finally allocate the number of decimal places, right? So let's do this. Right. So I will remove this one. So if we this here we have 20 rupees and 50 cents, right? 20 rupees and 50 cents, and there we have 15.56 meters. So that means, so I will take it to the upper side. 15.56. So you have to forget the decimal places, number of decimal places, and forget and write down like this and take the multiplication. You will be having something like right, and the final answer I am not going to multiply this, huh? So you know it, right? Something like this as the answer. So altogether, how many decimal points we have? Right, here we have 2 decimal points, here we have 2 decimal points, altogether we have 4 decimal points. We have to allocate 4 decimal points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decimal point comes here. Okay. So final answer will be rupees 318.98 cents. Right? Rupiah 218 right? 318 rupees and 98 cents. So this should be your final answer. Right, okay. Let's move to the part B. Part B is very easy. Yeah? Right? So part B. Part B. When 5 is added to 4 times of the number x, the answer will be 61. Okay. So how do we write that? So in the first question, they are asking build up an equation using the given information. Equation that you should write or you should build an equation. When 5 is added to, when 5 is added to something, So something is 4 times the number x. 4 times. 4 times the number x and we are going to add 5. It is equal to 61. Right? This is the answer for the first term. Right? Then solve the equation. Done. So you have to find the value of x. So I will rewrite this. Right? And I am going to remove this 5 first. This is positive 5. I will subtract 5 from both sides. Right? Cancel out, cancel out. 4x equals 61 minus 5. It will be like 61. Yes. Yes, 61. So it will be something like 56. Right. Okay. So divide both sides by 4. If you want to find the value of x. 56 divided by 4. Multiples of 4. Chakkare matala diyeno. 4 times 1. You can, yes. 56 you need to divide by 5. 4, 16, 4 times 4, 40. Right? Right? 56 divided by 4. You need to obtain the answer for this one. Right? 56 divided by 4. X should be 40. Right? So that's the end of the fifth lesson. Fifth question. Right. So let's move to the sixth question. So we have done something like this in the class before 1 week or 2 weeks ago. Right. In the ratio lesson, if you can remember, right? So very easy. So we have to let's do that. So you have to remember those things, huh? Dilini started business on 1st of January by investing 50,000. So Dilini, let's track down Dilini. Right? So no, I will write like this. Dilini and who is the other person? Fatima. Right? But later sign up. Sign up for I forgot. Right? So Sanogi and Dilip. Sorry. Because Sanogi and Zainab. Right? It starts a business. Right? Very easy. Right. Okay. Dilip starts a business on January 1st by investing 50,000 rupees. Right? 50,000 rupees. And Fatima joined the business on 1st of March. January, February. After 2 months. After 2 months, Fatima has joined to the business by investing 80,000 rupees to the business. And Ganesha, they are the third person as well. Ganesha joined the business on 1st of June. After Jan, Feb, March, April, May. After 5 months. Right? Ganesha joined. May make a homework save point. I have sent the answers in the last week. Right. Find the ratio of money they invested in the simplest form. In the simplest form. So you have to simplify. Right. So Dilini to Fatima to Ganesha. Right. So Dilini has invested 15,000 rupees. What is the time of that time period? Invested amount 50,000 has been invested since on the 1st of January. Right? So in a certain year, she has began 1st of January until up to 12 months. Right? 15,000 into 12. Invested amount period. This is the invested amount and this is the period. Fatima 1st of March. So after 2 months, investing 80,000. Okay, 80,000 has been invested for 10 months. Then Ganesh joined on 1st of June. So from June to December, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 7 months are there, right? 7 months, right? So she has invested 100,000. Wow. 100,000 into 7 months, right? So invested period will be 7 months. You have to count the uh, months from June to December. June, blah blah blah, December, right? 7 months. So you have to keep this in the simplest form, right? So by looking at this, right, there are zeros, so you can simplify the zeros. That means here you have 4 zeros, here you have 4 zeros, here you have 4 zeros. This is 5 zeros. Actually, you can simplify 4 zeros. So I will divide each and every one by 10,000 plus. Because we need to keep it in simplest form. 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. So what do we have? 5 times 12, 2, 80. 80 times 1 is 80. 10 times 7. So 10 times 7. Can we simplify this furthermore? Yes, because I have 5 here. 80 can be divided by 5. 10 can be divided by 5. I will divide this by 5. Each and every 5 times 1, 5 times 1. 5 times 1, 5 times 1, 60. Right? 5 times 60. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. So let's simplify. 1 times 12. 12, 12 to 16 to 2 times 7. 40. All of these are even numbers. Right? All of these are even numbers. I can simplify furthermore. I can divide by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 6. 2 times 1, 2 times 8. 2 times 1, 2 times 7. So my final answer will be 6 to 8 to 7. Right? So my final answer is 6 to 8 to 7. Getting to Fatima to Ganesha. 6 to 8 to 7. So this will be the final answer. Right? So I will write it at the end because I will be needing that. Right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Find the ratio of the time period. So I have done it all. So find the ratio of money they have invested in the simplest form. Right? So this is it. Find the ratio of the time period they invested money in the business. So this is the time period 12, 10 and 7. Then find the ratio which they used to divide the profit they received from the business at the end of the year. So this is it, 6 to 8 to 7. Right? This is the answer for the third one. If the profit they received from the business is 210,000, right? 210,000, find separately the profit each received. So that is the thing that you need to understand very well, right? So what is the total ratio? total ratio 6 plus, I am doing the fourth one now. 6 plus 8 plus 7. Right? 6 plus 8 plus 7. Right? So altogether you will get 8 times 8 plus 6, 14, 21. Right? 21. So you need to find the fraction of, if you can remember, fraction of dealing. Right? What is the fraction parts of dealing? 6. 6 divided by 21. Then fraction of Fatima. 8 divided by 21. Then fraction of Ganesha. What is the part of Ganesha? 7. 7 divided by 21. Then total amount of, the profit that they have taken at the end of the year. Where is it? Yes, 210,000 rupees. Right. So this is the fraction, and we are going to find the amount. Right. So amount received by, right, received by dealing. So how to find? Equals fraction of Delhi 6 upon 21. 6 upon 21, and the profit, total profit will be 210,000. Right? Very easy, eh? 21 and 21. You can simplify it. Right? If you divide 210,000 by 21, you will get something like here 10,000 rupees. Right? 10,000 rupees multiplied by 6. So final answer, you have to put rupees 60,000 rupees. Huh? So you have to follow the same way in order to find the amount received by Fatima. What is the fraction of Fatima? 8 upon 21. Total profit previously 210,000. Right? So again you have the same number, 21 times here 10,000. So Fatima will receive 80,000. Right? Then same as that amount received by Ganesha, you have to multiply. What is the fraction of Ganesha? 7 upon 21. Multiply by 210,000. Right? 21 times 1 and 10,000. So she will receive 70,000 rupees. He will receive 70,000. Right? So these are the amounts that they are separately received. Right? So that is the answer for the fourth one. So let's go to the seventh question. Right? So you have to fill the blanks, and it is from the percentage lesson now. Right? Very easy lesson. Right? So I will do that. Seventh one. Seventh question, part 1. Seventh question, part 1. Half. You need to convert that half, 1 upon 2, into a percentage. Right? Into a percentage. How do you convert? Right? Just you have to multiply half by 100. So here you have half. You need to multiply 1 upon 2 by 100. Right? So this is how we are going to So we are going to multiply it by 100%. Right? 100%. So you need to simplify 2 times 1, 2 times 50. Right? So the answer will be 50%. Right? The final answer will be 50%. Right? That is how we are going to do that. So second one. Right? Here what you have to do is you need to convert 0.7 into a percentage. So how do you convert 0.7 into a percentage? You have to multiply it by 100%. Right? So you know how to multiply a given decimal by 100. By 100, eh? How many zeros are there? 2 zeros. Right? So your decimal point is here. Right? Your decimal point is here. So 2 zeros, jump 2 times. 1, 2. Right? So it will be 70. 70 decimal. Right? So your answer will be 7%. Right? So 2.4 into a decimal. Sorry, percentage. You have to follow the same way. 2.4 equals, right? 2.4 equals 2.4 multiplied by 100%. So, like previous, you have to jump. Here you have 22.4. How many times? 2 times. 1, 2. 40. 240. 240%. Very easy. Right. Fourth one. So you have to convert 25%. Right? 25% into, it is not actually a percentage. Huh? So 4 should be corrected as like this. Fourth one should be corrected as 25%. Only blank is space. Huh? There is a percentage mark here. You have to remove them, right? Because percentage mark already here. So you need to simplify this. So what it mean by the percentage? 100. You need to divide by 100, right? 25 divide by 100, right? So here you need to simplify this one furthermore. So 25 times 1, 25 times 4. So the final answer will be 1 upon 4. Right? 1 upon 4. Right? 600%. Right? 600%. It is correct. So we have to follow the same way. 600%. Percent means divide by 100. Right? Divide by 100. 600 divide by 100. So 0 to 0, 0 to 0. Final answer is 6. Right? Then a ratio 2 to 3 equals 100 to blank. Right? You should fill the blank. Now 2 becomes 100. How? Multiply by 50. So 3 should be multiplied by 50 as well. 150. So this is your answer. Right? This is your answer. So let's go to part B. If 30% of a person's salary is 7,800, right? The 30% of the person's salary is 7,800, right? They are asking what is the monthly salary of that person, right? Monthly salary of that person, right? Let's do that. Right. So I can write 30% of the salary is equal to 7,800 rupees. Right? 7,800 rupees. So you need to find the full salary of the person, right? So in this case, right, what you can understand is, right, if you divide that man's salary into 100 pieces, 30% of that will be equal to 7,800, right? So we need to find for the 100% completely if we want to obtain the full salary, right? So basically, this is 30% of the total salary, right? So salary can be calculated as total salary. Let's write total salary. Total salary equals, this is rupees, huh? 7,800 rupees. So this is how much of percentage? This is 30% of the 30% of the salary, right? If you divide this by 30%, you will get your answer for 1%, right? 1% of salary, how much, right? 7,800 divided by 30, right? Or no, you no need to put percentage. You can divide it by 30 just, right? So this will get you one part of the salary is equal to how much? 7,800 divided by 30. So full salary, if you want to find, you need to multiply this by 100. 100 parts. This will get you one part. If you want to get the 100 parts, you have to multiply it by 100, right? අර සිංහලෙන් කියනකොට 30කට මෙච්චර නම් 100කට කොච්චරද, right? අච්චරකට මෙච්චර නම් මෙච්චරට කොච්චරද, right? So we have to simplify this. 0 to 0, right? So 3 times 1. So I will rewrite. Then you can understand. So then I will simplify. 0 to 0. 3 times 1. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 6. So 780 divided by 3, it will give you 260. Right? So that man's salary will be, full salary will be 26,000 rupees. Right? That man's full salary will be 26,000 rupees. Right? Let's move to the part C. Right? I will do it here. Let's move to the part C. Right? Part C says, part C, you know, in a class there are 40 students, right? So I will draw a class. This is a class group, and there are total 40 students, right? So if you want, you can draw. Maybe if you can't understand the question, right? You need to draw a picture. You need to draw a figure, right? So let's do that. Right? So in a class there are 40 students, right? And it says 24 of them are girls. Okay. There are 24 girls. 24 girls. Right? 24 of them are girls. Right? Find the percentage of boys in the class. Right? You need to find the percentage of the boys in the class. So when it comes here, you have 24 girls out of 40 students, right? So first of all, you need to find number of boys. Right? Number of boys in the class. Right? So 40 minus 24. Right? So how much? 16 boys, ne? 16 boys are there. 24 girls are there. Right? So find the percentage of the boys in the class. Percentage. So how to find the percentage of the boys? Percentage of boys. Right? So this is the way you are going to find. How many boys are there? 16 boys. Right? And how many total students are there? 40 total students. 40 students, right? 40 total students. How do you obtain the percentage? If you want to obtain the percentage of this, you need to multiply it by 100%. Right? Multiply this by 100%. Right? So this is very easy. So you need to simplify now. Right? So I will simplify this. So I will rewrite this one so you can understand. 16 divided by 40 multiply by 100%. Right? If you want to take the percentage of something, you need to multiply it by 100%. Right? Well, mark 0 to 0. 4 times 1, 4 times 4. Right? 4 times 1, 4 times 4. 16 divided by 4, 40. 4 times 10%. So the final answer will be 40%. 40. Don't forget this. 40%. Right? So this is the percentage of boys in the class. 40%. Right? Okay, guys. So I have taken more than 2.5 hours. Right. So this is the end of the discussion. Right? Most of these things will come to your second term exam. Right? I will upload the lesson. Sorry, I will upload the recording to the group. Right? If you have anything unclear, so you can refer the video. Right? You can refer the video and please take down the necessary notes. Please take down the necessary notes. So, guys, I am going to end the discussion from here. Right? So I have to